This is Dan. He runs a landscaping company called Danscaping. Recently, he's been frustrated with the state of his business. His company is growing, but his profits are not. His accountant files his taxes, his bookkeeper does payroll and invoicing, but Dan doesn't have numbers that help make better decisions. Until he heard about an LMN Workshop. His local Caterpillar dealer brought in owners of top 100 landscape companies from out of town. They were teaching simple systems they had used to grow their business from the ground up. Dan signed up and brought his operations manager and bookkeeper along with him. If he was going to change, he needed others to be involved. Right away, Dan and his team felt at home in the workshop. The instructors weren't just numbers guys. They lived and breathed his industry. Financials were kept confidential, but they worked hands-on with their real numbers to build a plan for profit, in a way no accountant had ever explained before. He set profitable sales goals, benchmarked their productivity, learned what their equipment really cost and what they could afford, and calculated what their overhead truly is. And using those real numbers, Dan and his team developed a simple pricing system that showed the cost, break-even, and how much profit was built in every job they priced. In just one day, Dan had a pricing system that eliminated all of the guesswork. At the peer networking that evening, the Caterpillar dealer hosted the group at a local establishment. Dan swapped stories with other owners and met two companies that wanted to remain in touch to share ideas and how they made them work. Dan and his staff now knew what needed to happen, and the potential was there, but they had to eliminate the daily inefficiencies in the field. In day 2, they learned new methods for improving job efficiency and really simple systems to incentivize his staff. His current staff work like zombies, paid by the hour with no real motivation to improve productivity. Now he saw how good companies turn their employees into entrepreneurs with goals, metrics, and real numbers. He also learned how they could track and keep score on their jobs so everyone was fully aware of what's going right and what's not. And these successful companies showed how they created a paperless office for better information and results with less people and less overhead. Now Dan doesn't have to hope for profit anymore. Dan and his staff left the workshop rejuvenated with hundreds of ideas to improve their bottom line, and all for just a few $100s. Now, Danscaping has the tools they need to beat competitors on productivity and smarts instead of just fighting it out on price. LMN's workshop is the most popular business management workshop in landscape for good reason. It's simple and it works. Join the thousands who've attended and let us show you how simple it is to take the guesswork and the paperwork out of running a landscape business.